Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Hancock Whitney Stadium in Mobile, home to the South Alabama Jaguars. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Troy Trojans, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the South Alabama Jaguars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Trojans will kick it away to start. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the South Alabama Jaguars offense takes the field. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, going up top. Steps away. Makes the grab. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. And the Jaguars have it with a 1st and 10. Moving out to the right. He'll pull it down and run. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Second down coming up. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Jaguars are marching down the field. Right back to the well. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. The Jaguars decide to punt it away. Promising start to that drive sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. So Troy's offense will take the field for the first time. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it up.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Now a lot of alive after that earlier sack. Back to throw, it's Crowder. Bringing the heat. He'll off one deep down the left side. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. That last chunk play is one that'll really put a drive on the move. It's 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. All right, guys, let's look at the big picture for Troy. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type, and the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
How about this defense coming out the gates? First drive, getting to the quarterback. They wanted to affect the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. Already 2 sacks on this first drive.
Got a man, it's Higgins. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so
looking for a huge play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Crowder. Get it out on the screen. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The RPO fired complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big 3rd down opportunity coming here. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Powers and runs through another guy. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Thomas. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thomas. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in their step. Nice throw there, getting the 1st down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
Grab behind the line. It's Dortch. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Got it set up on the outside. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. So now on comes the field goal unit. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. It's good, easy call for the refs. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0. this one to start the drive from their own 22.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that.
On the set. Here we go.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Jaguars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Takes a hit as he fires.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
The Jaguars need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Now improvising. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make...
The Jaguars will punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Under fire. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Great job by the pass rush up front. Third and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job pinning their ears back and getting home.
The Trojans will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there.
Ready, fight.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
It is so beautiful when I get you behind the sticks in guaranteed passing situations, because guess what? I don't have to fire off and play run. I'm going and getting the quarterback and getting him on the ground. That's what defensive linemen live for.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. And the Jaguars send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Fires to the big fella. Good pick up there. They'll move that up at the 41.
And that's why play action is good.
Defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
To the air, it's Crowder. Here's the pressure. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations that really makes you very predictable.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Pressure coming. He's got it wrapped up.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. Field goal is good. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. This lead in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
The Jaguars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Motion from the wide receiver. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Crowder. Going for it all. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Troy. Once he got some room, it was over.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Looking downfield on first down. Quick strike complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed, he simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Jaguars will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on first down from the 28. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is, because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
And the Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Shakes off the defender. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. The Trojans need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Crowder. Hauls it in. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and sell it.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. That pass is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man cover.
Defense thrives on taking the football away. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Got it in the middle, it's Bryant. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
He stopped for no gain. Back-to-back runs, and they have have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking for a man. It's Crowder. Oh, they're after him. Hit as he throws. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Down to the 36-yard line and some nifty moves to try to make a big play on the interception.
Well, it's 3rd and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the first down. What a great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, snagging it out of the air, and securing that interception.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football.
Or if they just pick up the first here. From the gun, running back gets to give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He turns that loose down.
They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab, it's Bullen. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Heaves it deep. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. Holds and fires complete to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. They'll go to the counter play. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It'll be 3rd and long. Give to the back. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. this field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Troy is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Buying some time. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Bringing it back. And he was looking for the pick 6. He'll have to settle for getting it inside the 30.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job.